Thanks for checking out this Taylor Swift inspired makeup tutorial. Really quick, I want to mention that I know you guys have been requesting a hair tutorial for kind of the wavy style that I wear a lot. So don't worry, I finally got around to filming it and I'll be posting it next. So I just want to let you guys know. But about the makeup, I've been wanting to do a Taylor Swift inspired look for a really long time. Just because I think celebrity tutorials are really fun. Taylor kind of has a really specific makeup look that she's really known for. It's kind of her trademark, I guess, an oval shaped cat eye, and it's really flattering. If you're not comfortable doing like a darker smoky look, go ahead and use whatever colors you want. I've seen her do like bronzy colors, purples, greens. So all you need is your favorite color and a darker version of that color, and then a shadow that matches your skin tone. So I'm going to get started and show you what I did. First thing I'm doing is applying Max Painterly Paint Pot all over my lid, but I'm mostly focusing that in the inner corner because I'm going to be putting a gray base in the outer corner, but nothing really on the inside. So I want to make sure the skin there is nice and evened out. Now I'm using the Benefit Creaseless Cream Shadow Liner in the color Skinny Jeans. And with our eyeshadows, since we want most of our intensity to be in the outer corner, I'm going to do the same thing with our base. Then from there, I'm just blending the edges out into kind of a triangular shape like that. Our lid color, I'm using Scene by MAC, and it's right here. It's just kind of a mid-tone gray, but it's very cool, and it's a satin shade. I'm going to apply that into the middle and outer third of my eye and just kind of bring it up a little bit in the outer corner so that it really accentuates that part of the eye and opens it up. Now I'm going to apply my highlight color. I'm actually using a shade that's really close to my skin tone, and it's the Smashbox eyeshadow in the color Bliss. Just kind of like a skin tone beige color. I'm applying that to the inner corner like this. What I really like about this color is it just gives the look of radiant skin. It's not too shimmery. And I'm brushing that with my same flat brush over some of that gray and run it underneath your lower lash line too. Other great thing about this shadow that I really like is the fact that it's buildable. So you can just build up some more where you kind of want a little bit more of a highlight in the tear duct area and the brow. To brush it upwards too to pull back a little bit of that gray. We want to keep our darkest colors in the outermost corner of our eye as possible. So you just kind of want to brush some of that back at the top. Now I'm going to use my darker crease color. I'm using Carbon by MAC, which is right there. This is actually, it's called a round crease brush, B116 from Coastal Scents, but you can see it's kind of tapered at the end. And since we want an oval shape to the eye, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to trace a little oval shape right at the edge of the eye, and it's really going to be kind of like that half moon. And you can bring it up to touch your brow bone. I can kind of feel the top of my brow bone on my brush. You just want to keep retracing that, and the bottom of it is going to touch the outer edge of your eye, and the top of that shape is going to stop. You don't want to take it much farther than a quarter of the way. You really want to keep it pushed out. Take a little bit of that first color Scene on my 217 brush, which I really like for blending out really small precise areas. Soften the outer shape, the outer edge of the shape we just made, and I'm actually just, I don't know if you can see, I'm just like rolling the brush like that back and forth in my fingers, so it's just turning it back and forth and just making a nice rounded curve. You can blend it in a little bit too with that color. Okay, so once you've done that, if you feel like you've lost your shape at all, you want to take a dense brush so it holds enough powder to actually correct those darker shadows. And I'm just going to use a face powder, my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color Medium Plus. This brush is from Coastal Scents too. I don't know the number, but it's a pretty distinctive shape, so I'm sure you'd be able to pick it out on the website. But I'm just kind of rolling that around too, just to make that oval shape again. And if at any time you feel like those colors are coming too far in, you can just take some more of that lighter color we use, Bliss, and just sweep it back over. My liquid liner, I'm using the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense. The great thing about this look is you don't have to worry about the shape of your liner too much, as long as it just kind of is flat on this outer edge and is really thin in here. Taylor's liner is oftentimes kind of comes to more of a blunt end. It's not really that precise, which is kind of the beauty of this. Last thing we want to do is go in and finish up our lower lash line. I'm lining my waterline. I'm actually using the L'Oreal Hip eyeliner pencil in the color black. I really like this pencil because you don't have to use a brush with it to blend it out. It just kind of blends itself out. It's really nice and intense. I'm going to take some more carbon on my Studio Gear number 37 eyeliner brush, and basically I'm just connecting that shadow to my lower lash line. But what we really want to keep in mind is that you want to keep it on the lower lash line very pushed out towards the outer edges, and taper it up. And then you can just lightly graze your roots of your lashes. Now I'm just using some of the CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion and coating my lashes with that. And I'm really pulling them out like that in the outer corner, just to accentuate that cat eye. So after I finished this, I was thinking it would kind of look cool if you took a little bit more black on a 217 right above the crease in that tiny outside area of the eye. You definitely don't want to use too much, and I would not normally put black above my crease, but this is just above it and in such a small area that I feel like it really accentuates that swoop a little bit. If you have smaller eyes, make sure you use, when you're going to use a smaller brush, make sure you use one that's kind of fluffy so that it blends itself out a little bit. You really only want it in that outer edge, and I just take my finger and soften the edge of it. I like the way that looks. I'm going to do it to the other side. But that's optional. Definitely don't have to do that if you're not comfortable putting a black eyeshadow above your crease. I'm going to go with a natural peachy color blush. And I'm using Melba on a kabuki brush. And this blush is by MAC. I really like it. It just is a really nice peachy color. And I'm just using this kabuki brush from Avon because it's kind of the closest thing I had laying around. So I'm going to take that same Bliss eyeshadow, dot it underneath your eye, and then sweep it across your cheekbones. This is such a nice consistency. The shimmer on this is unlike any other, well, it's a light shimmer, which is why it works for your cheeks really well, but it's unlike any other shimmer I've ever really seen. Really, really nice. It looks so natural, and it really just melts into your skin. It looks so pretty as a highlighter. Lips. I'm just going to use another peachy lipstick, and that's Shy Girl by MAC. I'm going to lighten it up with another lip gloss. It's been one of my favorites for a really long time, and I never really talked about it. I'm not sure why I never talked about this one, but it's Baby Pout by Smashbox, and it's kind of a peachy nude. It's really, really pretty. Keep looking out for that video. I promise I'll be posting it. It'll be the next video I post, the hair tutorial you guys have been asking for. Until then, I will see you soon. Bye.